All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Drink the Movies. I am Brian, and today we're on day number 24. Christmas Eve has arrived, and we are on the last day of our Flaviar Whiskey Advent Calendar. So, to start off, thank you to everyone who's watched along the way here so far as we've made it through the first 23 whiskeys here in the Flaviar Advent Calendar. We've been kind of all around the globe, which is fun. It's kind of the theme of this year's thing, right? 24 flights around the world. There's been, flights kind of all over the U.S. Obviously, we spent a fair bit of time in and around Louisville, of course, but we've also been to Oregon, we've been to Washington, California, we've been to Vermont, I think. We've been to North Carolina, right up the road. Like I could go to my garage, which is downstairs, get in my car and be at that distillery in like 15 minutes, so maybe I should go do that after we finish up here. But yeah, I have one more to go. I'm gonna just give a little bit of a look at the box here. I've not been showing off the box too much. I love the little travel tags back here. It kind of gives you a little bit of a clue where you're going. Mount Hood, Oregon, Kentucky, obviously. Scotland for the holidays, Japan, China. Then there is the list of the whiskeys. You can go ahead and get clued in on what we've got going there. First in flight, North Carolina, right there. Boom. Look at that. That's fun. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the 24th. Here is the whole box. I opened up. It's so much lighter. It's like night and day. It is so much lighter without all the things. They're glass. It's filled with liquid. But there we go. There we go. When we have been through all of these days right here until right here, ANG. ANG. I don't know what that is. Angola? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So let's go ahead and crack into it here. Day 24. Sure enough, right there. Come on, camera. Do it. I'm looking like a fool. There we go. All right. Let's see. This is a product of France. Okay. Great. Cognac. Our final one is a cognac from France. Okay, all right. Color me intrigued. I do love a cognac, so that's good. That's good. This is 40% alcohol. My camera does not approve of cognac, I guess, but there we go. There's your QR code. Yeah, cognac is coming from the Cognac region of France, right? The very luxurious, high quality brandy that they produce there, known as cognac. I'm pretty excited for this. So let's see. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume this is some sort of blend here of some things. But let's see. I was thinking, did we do any cognac barrel things? We've done a few different barrels, ports, and I think there was a Sauterne barrel, potentially a couple of things. So, ooh, that smells nice. All right, let's take a look at the color there. Pretty golden. Just a nice solid gold, liquid gold in a glass there. Some cognacs come out a little bit darker than this, so that's interesting. Okay, the flavor there, it's hard to pin down after a month of doing whiskeys here. Gotta redefine my palate here a little bit, but definitely getting some barrel characteristics. Definitely getting some of that like wine must kind of a characteristic that you get if you ever like go to a winery and you kind of get that. You go into like a brewery and it kind of smells like like malted barley in the air and like kind of sweet and yeasty and things like that. Same kind of thing here. I'm getting a little bit of like yeast character off of it, and yeah, just kind of that like aroma of like fermentation coming off here. That's nice. It's pretty clean smelling. A little bit of like stone fruit there, which would make sense. I guess, but not a lot of other like residual sweetness, right? Like keep wanting to smell like some vanilla or something, but I don't anything like that. So let's go ahead and take a sip here. Okay, yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. It does have a little bit of sweetness there. It's mostly like alcohol driven. It's not really like a barrel characteristic sweetness that you get like in your bourbons and things like that. That tend to be kind of honey and vanilla and like notes, that kind of thing, like char necessarily, but not that here. Some oakiness to it. It's a little bit of spice. I'm thinking like kind of like a allspice kind of a thing, like a baking spice, but definitely not like leaning towards like the sweeter kind of spices that we think of. So let's take a look here. We've got the tasting passport. We've got one more to look at here. I don't know if there's any bonus info here in the back. Probably some spots for some things here, but we've got the Martingale Rare Reserve Cognac from France. Okay. Cognac Nouveau Aquitaine, France. Look at that bottle. That bottle looks like it's expensive. All right. Let's take a look here, and it says, nestled in the heart of the Charente region, Cognac boasts spirit distilling legacy as rich and intricate as that of whiskey. There you go. Where whiskey finds its depth in grains, Cognac embraces the delicate alchemy of Ugni Blanc grapes. Well, there you go. There you go. Crafted by the Thomas family, stewards of fine eau de vie for over a century, Martingale Cognac showcases the century-old tradition of their forefathers. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here at our tasting notes and see what we've got there. Martingale Rare Reserve Cognac, a modern cognac with fresh borderies, character. What is a bordery character? I don't know. Vanilla, sandalwood, soft, fresh. Look at that fresh. Who is that? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Floral, oak fruit, almond, and acacia. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Vanilla, I wasn't picking up vanilla too prominently. Sandalwood, yeah, for sure. Now that you say that, it's very like candly kind of on the aroma. It didn't really taste that way. Like sometimes you'll get like soapy or perfumey kind of things going on, but I didn't notice that necessarily. It's very fresh. It is a little bit floral, so I definitely agree with that. Let's see if it has any sort of ins or outs. This is a rare reserve cognac, older than a VSOP and younger than an XO. So VSOP, I believe, stands for very special old pale. XO stands for extra old. So it's kind of in between those two ranges right there. VSOP is kind of what you normally get like on your like regular like shelf, like your Remy Martin and Crevassier and stuff like that. I think that those are pretty much VSOPs until you start spending a little bit more money there. Made entirely grape to glass without additives. Okay, good. That's good. With a structure akin to whiskey and an aroma evocative of fine wines, each sip blends tradition with a modern appeal. Okay. Amari Thomas, Master Blender. Okay. Well, there we go. Our last whiskey of the month was, in fact, a cognac, but that's okay. That's okay. I do love a cognac, and yeah, this is really nice. Perfect for sipping by the fire here as I enjoy the rest of my Christmas Eve and settle in, because tomorrow's the big day. We made it through all 24 of these whiskeys. We did it all together, and we had a good time doing it. So as a sign off here to go drink the rest of my undoubtedly expensive glass of cognac here, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has checked this out along the month. If you've watched, one of these, if this is the first one you've watched, welcome. You can go watch the other ones if you want. But thank you so much for joining in this experience with me. Thank you to everyone who liked and commented and watched any of these along the way. It's pretty fun. I mean, this is a fun thing to do. That's kind of why I'm doing it, but to be able to share it with all of you people watching has been really, really fun. So I want to say thank you for that. You can check out Michaela. She did her own advent calendar, some wine, if you want to go check that out. That's available on the social medias. It's @DrinkTheMovies on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Facebook.com/DrinkTheMovies. I think that's going up on Facebook and Instagram. So check that out. Check out DrinkTheMovies.com for more information about the podcast. Had all of our holiday movies that came out over the month. So, watch those. Let us know. Let us know what your favorite holiday movie is. Let me know what your favorite kind of cognac or whiskey is, or anything like that. And most importantly, have a safe and happy holiday, however you're celebrating. Do it safely. Have fun. And yeah, we'll chat again in the new year. Will I do more whiskey next year in the Advent Calendar? I don't know. Time will tell. Will I do 24 days of whiskey in the middle of the year for fun? I don't know. We don't know. It's hard to say. So, like, subscribe, follow along, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Let the Yule tides be merry, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.